We all understand the relationship between cause and effect. For example, as a student, you know well that if you stay up late the night before a test to play games, you may not perform well on the test the next day. In cause and effect essays, the aim is to explain the causes, the reasons, and the effects, the results of an event or situation. There are two kinds of cause and effect essays. In one method, we focus on the causes of something. This is what we call focus on causes method. Here we analyze the causes that lead to a particular effect. For example, why do people feel culture shock? In your essay, you would mainly focus on the causes of culture shocks, things that lead people to suffer from it. So each of the body paragraphs would address one of these ideas. On the other hand, you may want to emphasize the effects of culture shock, 3 or 4 things that people with culture shock feel or experience. This is what we call the focus on effects method. Here, each body paragraph would address one idea of what happens to people who experience culture shock. Once you choose your topic, you need to determine your purpose and decide whether you want to explain something occurred, ergo you focus on the causes, or what happened as a result of an occurrence, ergo you focus on the effects. But before you begin writing or even researching, you need to brainstorm all possible causes and effects. Make a chart, write the causes on the left and its effects on the right. Make a list of all the causes of this event you want to write about and ask questions like, why did the event happen? And what happened as a result of it? Once you have a list of causes or effects, your next step is to sort them and decide which causes or effects primary or most important. For example, if your topic is the possible effects of violent video games on kids, 2 primary effects might be an increase in aggressive behavior and accepting violence as normal. Secondary or less important effects will be learning and using inappropriate words. You can use the following questions to find out and decide which causes and effects are the most important. For causes, ask questions like, what are the most obvious and immediate causes? What causes, if eliminated, would drastically change the event, problem, or phenomenon? For effects, ask questions like, what are the obvious effects of the event, problems, or phenomenon? Or which effects have the most serious consequences, and from whom? Another important thing you need to do is to consider your audience. They might be unfamiliar with the topic you are writing about, or your topic might be too complex. Also, be sure that causes and effects you mention are logically connected. It's important to remember that just because an event follows another doesn't mean that there is a causal relationship in between. You may be mistaking chronological order for causality, which can lead you to some faulty logic.